Today we are doing no contact. There's no contact on my mind. Y'all have been writing to me about it. I'm living it because sometimes people leave your life in most unexpected ways. And it happens to everyone at some point or another, where there's a disappearance that you don't fully understand. So, whether your person is in no contact because they're no longer alive, or they're in no contact because they've asked you to please stop contacting them, or there's no contact because in order for them to live their best lives, they need to be on their own. All of these are valid. So today we're focusing on the regeneration power of the lizard. That's our spirit animal of the reading, because lizards can actually lose their tails and they grow a new one. And also I'm noticing this beautiful coloration that matches my deck for today. We're using, good morning, Mystic Christina Rose. Today we are using our Archangel deck so that, good morning, Rashika, so that we can affirm that no matter who has chosen not to include us in their life, that those people have a guardian angel, just like you do. And that as we go forward here today, we're going to allow this deck to bring us hope and encouragement. Because one question I get a lot is, does my person think about me? Does my person miss me? And that is what we're going to be working on today. I'm going through this interesting journey of being a lone wolf. Y'all may have seen our card today that is about the lone wolf. Oops. And this card these two cards flip themselves out. The cards are excited today. But sometimes being a lone wolf feels delicious. It feels just right. It feels like I have a better life without those people in it. But are we cutting off our nose to spite our face? Are we cutting off people, places, and experiences for the wrong reasons? That's what we're after today. Okay, so now my cards are so excited. And we were going to be going through, as usual, we're watching for gratitude. If you'd like me to pull a no contact card for you, I'm your girl. All you have to do is put something into the stream that you're grateful for. And I see that Rashika has been our very first person who has acknowledging, there's, hey, it's Gemma, my Gemma from Jessica? Seriously? Wow. Okay, I'm going to be in tears before we start, so don't do that to me. All right, so Rashika will be first, and then adding the gratitude and angels keeping will add you, and Mystic Christina Rose, you're going to be second. Now my moderators come on here and say, you don't have to pull us a card. We're just here to help, but you guys are so special to me. So it'll be Rashika, and then we will be going to Mystic Christina. And oh, I'm so grateful for you, Gemma. And Gemma's a new friend, you guys who are my old friends. We've connected through a fabulous person. I recommend Jess's work every single reading, Gemma. But I'm so grateful that you're here. So thank you, my beautiful moderators, for helping me keep track of who's next. I really appreciate it. Gemma, where are you from? And Mystic Christina Rose is in Canada. And Rashika, tell where you're from too. All right, thank you, darlings. All right, so let's get started. So first we have Rashika, then Christina, and then Gemma. Okay. Normally I pull a card for the collective to set the tone, so I'm just sensing that that's important to do. So let me just draw one card for us to set the tone. All right. When it comes to somebody that you're in no contact with, it is always critical to remember that you have an inner being. This is a representation of this little figurine that I bring out to help you guys understand that you all have an inner being. And this inner being, Abraham Hicks explains, is 95% of who you are. Your personality, your humanness, is this little bitty 5%. And the only time that you are feeling upset or you're feeling disturbed, when your peace is disturbed, it means you're looking at your no contact person outside of the perspective of your inner being. Your divine connection, your angelic connection, knows exactly the timing and exactly what needs to come first, second, and third. If you get lost in it, it's because your human personality is reminding you of something in the past that simply doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so this card for the collective today, we have this child. Now, I just got off a phone call this morning, and what did we talk about? Inner child, right? And I love the life I live is the name of her YouTube channel. She's going to be having an inner child class coming up at the end of the month. And if you have been wondering, where is that childlike innocence? Where did no contact start? When was the first time you experienced some sort of no contact that you didn't understand? Chances are it happened when you were under 10 years old. And some of the decisions you made to kind of hold your ground, some of that was misunderstood because you were very young. But what we're seeing here is the giant angel behind, the significator of that guardian angel who is absolutely guarding your back. We are in charge of selecting our front, where we're going, but our angel has our back. So for this reading today, I believe ever so strongly that we are being called to a greater understanding of not only our inner child, but the inner children of the people we are in no contact with. All right? So all you have to do to receive the reading today is to add what you're grateful for, and I have my angels on there keeping track for me. And then secondly, hold in your mind someone that you are in no contact with. So Christina, we will start off with Christina. So Christina, hold in your mind someone, and it does not have to be someone who's alive. This could be someone who is passed and you really miss that contact. So let's pull a card for Mystic Christina Rose. Let's see what we have for you, my dear. Another ace. Okay, you guys, I have goosebumps all over my body. Now, the reason that I tell you I have goosebumps all over my body is because I feel in my body other people's feelings. Now, this was a little intimidating for me as a child. Chances are, Christina, it was the same for you. That we know that you have spiritual gifts. We know that you're able to hear from spirit. Good morning, Murphy. Murphy. And what I'm noticing, first of all, is it's autumn, right? And I think that's very cool because autumn is coming right now. It's the middle of August here in the United States, and our weather will be changing in the next month or so. And so going back to school. And yesterday, wasn't it yesterday, Christina, we drew a card that had you studying? And so those of you who do come into my world on a frequent basis, I have a community on WhatsApp where I'm collecting people who want to step closer to me. So be sure to email me with a request, and I'll be glad to let you know how to get involved. However, what we're seeing here is that this joy, right? This joy. So I believe that when it comes to your person, do they think of you? Yes, they do. And part of them kind of resists it. Like part of him, I notice his hand in his pocket and I notice his face smiling, but it almost feels like your person may be acting out a role, that they know that you're a student and that they want to, there's a phrase called curry favor. There's that this person not only wants to, it does miss you, but they want to curry your favor, however that resonates with you, okay? Good morning, you guys. Hold on just for a second. Let me, there. Okay, excellent. All right, so I'm so sorry for the interruption. But there's your abundance and opportunity, Christina, that's coming your way when it comes to the fall. You may be a tad bit suspicious because the person may be acting in such a way that that isn't allowing you to express yourself totally. So as you allow for your person this new birth with the Ace of Earth, oh gosh, that's a poem. Allow the new birth with the Ace of Earth, because your person is not where you are. Notice how the book is closed, but they are so willing. Okay, a great first reading for us. Now, oh, no worry, we are all getting together. You guys know who are new to me. If you're new, I'm Catherine. Welcome. And I'm kind of trying to know how to use my channel best and to have my moderators help me. So just thanks for the patience for what you're doing for us here. So Rashika, let's pull our card for you. Rashika, think about any broken relationships in your life, someone you wish you could hear from, someone who is not contacting you. Do they think of you? You bet, let's say. Okay. The reason I love this deck so much is because of the detail in the cards. So, Rashika, when we're looking at this particular card, let's take a good look here. Take a breath. This is a card that is very common in no contact situations, right? Someone is in pain and someone is not aware of their pain. In any kind of no contact, the person who is choosing not to contact you, they are hiding from something that's inside of themselves. When it comes right down to it, is it possible, Rashika, for anyone to control your mood, right? Our mood is our birthright. Choosing a better mood is something we are all learning to do. And here, if you're here listening to my readings, it's so true. Birds of a feather flock together. So angels of a feather flock together also. So for you, Rashika, it's a clear message, and it is, don't cry over spilled milk. It's an old saying. I don't know where it came from, but it's so true that after the milk is spilled, it's too late to be weepy. It's let it go. What I'm aware of here, Rashika, is this floor. The floor looks like a game board. It looks like a checkerboard. There's the opportunity for humor here once you release yourself from any mistakes that you thought you made. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Or, oh, if only that wouldn't happen. This is not the angelic point of view. The angelic point of view is things didn't work out. What can you learn from it? And now look around and see what else is available. Because there's 2 cups and a full quart of milk waiting for the time when you can release yourself from any kind of artificial responsibility for what has pulled you apart. All right? So let's see. What I'm also seeing here is look at how faded, pale the angel looks. Now, the light that's radiating from the angel is powerful, but the presence is, you can see right through it. So what that tells me, Rashika, is that when your mood goes down and you feel low energy, your attention is off of the divine. Remember, this is our key. Whenever you feel badly about your no contact person, it's a sign to you that you need to turn to the divine inside of you, and that will help. Now, those of you who have been here before, you know I have resources in the description box, and there's a resource in there called the worry cure. And it's a wonderful cure for worry. And Gemma, if you haven't seen that yet, I think that you'll enjoy it. So take a peek at the worry cure. All right, so let's go through here. Now we have Gemma And Gemma is a new friend, but old friend, because isn't it true that sometimes you meet people and you just understand that there's a special rapport or there's a special connection there? And I want to explain to you that I believe that's a soulmate. I think soulmates are not just lovers and they're not just husbands and wives. Soulmates are humans that come in at a certain time who you are in complete alignment with. And kind of, it can make up for family because sometimes family doesn't understand us. I will go into more of that as we go on. But Gemma, I welcome you into my world, and in a deeper way, so delighted that you are here. So let's take a look at Gemma's card. So Gemma, pull into your mind someone that you're in no contact with, and let's see what your message is. You'll be able to see why I love the Guardian Angel deck. I'd like to show y'all a picture of it. If you're card collectors, this is someone you're going to want to add to your collection. Let's take a look here, Gemma. Isn't it true that loss can be a difficult challenge to bear? Isn't it true? And isn't it true, like with the spilled milk from the previous card, where learning how to choose your mood is truly the key to going through hard things? So, good morning, all you guys. I see that you are saying hi, Harmeet, hi, Shiguke. I'm so glad you're here. So look at the effort that it takes to launch those seeds. This is a conscious choice. Now, with the Nine of Cups, or this is normally the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Water, we're seeing a degree of acceptance that is bringing deep peace of mind. There's something going on that's changing things and working magic around what's going on for you. Now, I know this is timely for you, Gemma, because we spoke this morning, but let's take a look. Where's the angel? Where is the angel? We really don't see the angel on this card because there's a degree of emotional maturity here. So what we have is this white feather. So, and I just burped. I always explain when I move energy because I do feel people's energy in my body. You are the angel. It's very true. You embody the angel. Wouldn't you say that's right? We embody our angelic force when we do personal development and therapy and various other things in order to keep us in the flow. But what I'm keying in on here are two things. Number one, there's a reader online called White Feather Tarot. And if you, oh, good, welcome, sister, my sister. But if you watch tarot online, my hero online is White Feather Tarot. I love her. So whenever a white feather shows up, I always kind of give her a shout out because she's wonderful. But look here at the effort it takes to blow and trust this childlike joy is coming back into your life, because we all did this as kids. If you had dandelions or similar flowers, we would just pick a dandelion and blow it. But I would say, when's the last time you did that? When's the last time you took your breath and blew it into a seed into the future? Make a wish. Absolutely. So for this card to come up for you today shows me that when it comes to your no contact person, do they think of you? Yes, they do. And I believe your no contact person is making a wish. I think that in their life, they have the things they've gone through they haven't understood. They're trying to see clearly, but they don't understand what happened. This white feather, the angel energy, is on the throat, and it's about speaking your truth in love. And so your person is feeling hopeful. They are really feeling like you could bring them into a new level. Why do I say that? Look at all the dandelions. Just thousands of them. So I think your person has been doing a little bit more personal growth than you think, and I believe they're preparing their spirit. Right now, they're making the wish, and I think before long, they're going to take action on that wish. Okay, so thank you so much Okay, guys. All right, so let's see. Anybody else who's doing some thanking? I see Shilpa. I am grateful to the universe as I got the opportunity today to see what's the message from him to me as he is no more here with me and I miss him so much. Yes, this is exactly right. So let's take a look for Shilpa and anybody else who would, oh, Harmeet. Oh, Harmeet, I see you. So Harmeet, you will be first. Okay. Let me just want to make sure I've got Harmeet, and then we have Shilpa. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so Harmeet. Harmeet, welcome. Please hold in your mind the person you most wish you could hear from. The question is, are they thinking about you? Let's take a look. Do they miss you? What's going on for them? Harmeet. This is the third ace today, you guys. Oh my goodness. And again, when we are aware of our most, the oldest dream you have. Okay, so Harmeet, what is it that's deepest in your core around feeling loved? Pull that in, hold your person close to your heart. Let's take a breath. And there's butterflies out. Oh, beautiful yellow butterfly just landed on a red rose here. So the yellow suggests to me that solar plexus, the part of you who that is your personal identity. All right. So Harmeet, I feel like this person has loved you for years. That your person, it's a long-term desire and wish to know you at a deeper level, okay? So what does that mean? Let's take a breath. There's something that your person is feeling that they have never been able to tell you, okay? They are very private and they're shy. Your person may have some social language issues. Maybe they feel awkward. Your person could be a scientist, an accountant, somebody who works with figures. Because even though they are so smart and they are an adult, Harmeet, there's a part of them that feels very weak when it comes to talking about love. They get very nervous and they clam up. You know that term clam up? It means you just shut your mouth. For me, in my lifetime, I had times where I felt like my throat would close. That even though I wanted to say things, my throat closed and the words would not come out. So your person thinks about you a lot, but their emotional development does not match their intellect. Does that make sense to you, Harmeet? They're so smart, but when it comes to things about love, they just don't have words for it. So what I would do today is just to express to yourself how much you appreciate what they're good at. Take a piece of paper and write down 5 things that you admire about your no contact person. What do you value in them? Write that down because I think that'll shift the energy a little bit in what's going on. Okay? And let's see. Hi, Monica. Hi, Monica. Welcome. And Anime, I see that you are here, Anime. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Hold on. I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Okay, so oh, thank you, Christina. Thank you so much. Perfect. Let me just go and see who's in line. Okay. So is it Anime who's next, Miss Christina? Shilpa, thank you. Rashika, thank you guys. You're the best. If I forget someone, just all you have to do is come right up and ask, and I'll be right here for you. Okay, so let's do Anime next, and then we'll have Shilpa. And don't worry, it's early. I'm going to be here for a while. So hold your person in your mind. Do they miss you? Do they wish they had contact with you? This is for anime. Okay, anime. Okay. Your person definitely has mindfulness of you, but your person is a worker bee. They are very busy. They are carrying a lot of responsibility. I think your person might even be overly responsible. They might be a little bit of a bossy person. They like things their way, and that has maybe made you feel a little awkward, anime, that you can't connect very well to the person because they're just so busy doing things. They got lots of irons in the fire, so to speak. However, their angel is right behind them, nudging them forward. There's something happening in your person's life where they're just overly busy. There's no time. Where would you fit in this, or all of that? Where do you fit? Do you sit over there in the grass waiting like you're having a picnic? How do you fit another human into this scene? So your person thinks about you more than you think, and they just don't know what to do. They don't know how to close off some of the energy that's going on in their life, but they have a sense of so I think what might be happening, anime, is that they see you as one of the, let's say these are all people, all these are different relationships that the person is trying to balance. So they may be just overspent. They might be stretched too thin. So what I would do is I would pray and I would speak to their angel. I know that might sound strange, anime, but speak to the angel of your person that is not talking to you and ask the angel to bless your person that day. Okay? Bless the people that are coming your way, and that because the humans that are in your hands right now, see how the humans that are right in front of you right now, anime, they're ready to talk to you. They want to talk to you. So let this person figure themselves out and find some relationships right around you right now. They definitely are thinking about you. Okay, and now we have Shilpa. Now, Shilpa, I know you explained that you feel grateful for the connection that you have with your person. I'm sensing that it's a relationship that had great meaning for you and them both. And you're wondering right now, is your person still thinking about you? Let's take a look and see. So right away, the first thing I notice is on the back of this card for you, Shilpa, because this little thing here, that's not supposed to be there. It's like a little tiny stain. And so what I'm seeing here is that it looks to me, without even turning the card over yet, that that your angels have been spinning a world where this person is getting far away from you, okay? There's a saying, somebody sent it to me yesterday, and I so agree with it, and it says, rejection can be divine protection, because sometimes what can happen is that what you think is best for you, it ends up not being best for you, and it's very difficult to understand that. But see, I just see this vortex of spinning energy like a tornado, and it looks like it's just tossing off this little speck, because that's a flaw on the back of my card. So now let's flip this over and see what your, can you believe it? Look at this card. Look at this card. All right, let's take a breath. Shilpa, this is you. And the angels have your back. Okay, so Shilpa, I would love for you to write down on a piece of paper, the angels have my back. And I want you to use that as a mantra today. The angels have my back. Because right now, This ex of yours caused you a lot of difficulty, and you are the kind of person who loves and enjoys people. You're also very tolerant, and you're probably a little bit too loyal. Notice that there's no humans here. She's feeling very isolated. Now, mind you, don't mind the gender, because you could be a guy or a girl, or you may identify differently. But when you go through real emotional hardship, it can paralyze you. It can freeze you in place. And all of a sudden, time has gone by, and even your friends, they don't want to hear about it anymore. And there's no signs of another human in this car. Okay, I'm just having energy stuck in my upper chest. So Shilpa, put your hand on your chest. Everyone else too, join in. Put your hand on your chest and take a breath. Because here's the deal. Your person is not thinking of you, my friend. This person, this that you're asking about, this no contact, the divine was in this. The divine was here guiding the no contact, because something about the connection is not right now. I have a blog. It's called Breakup Candy. And in breakupcandy.com, you could go right over there. There's a quiz there you can take that can help you a little bit. But there's lots of articles about breakup recovery. When your no contact person is this solid, it is heartbreaking and there is sorrow, but there's also healing. And I wish I could cross this out, forgiveness here, and I wish I could put letting it go, because that's really what will bring you the most hope for your future. Now, let me explain what I mean. If your person was meant to be your person, what we know is that both of you have cracked parts of your personality. You have been hurt, cracked by the reality of living with other humans. It's just not easy. But if two people take care of their own personal journey with pain and then they meet, you have a real chance of making something work. But right now, Shilpa, it looks like the angels are calling you to that mission for yourself. Is this easy? No. But here's the good news. If your person is supposed to come back, if you are fated, if you're destined to be with this person, it would be brand new, right? You would have to start all over again. You would need to find a way to erase this energy and transform it to the readiness for fresh love. So if your person came back to you at some point and said, you know what, Shilpa, I've been in therapy for 6 months, and when I see how off I was, I'm sorry, and I want to give it another try, right? Or if your person comes back and says, oh my gosh, you were the best thing that ever happened to me, would you give me another chance? That energy would be very healthy and juicy to go forward with. But for today, it looks like your best bet is to really cut this off for now and let yourself heal. Okay, so thank you for making that message to send love to Shilpa. Is everybody just hit the heart and show Shilpa that she is not alone, okay? Shilpa, my email address is right here. Please feel free to email me. I would love to be able to connect with you. Okay, so who do we have next, Miss Christina? Let me sip my water. Janice has been waiting from the beginning. Oh my gosh, Janice, my heart. Okay, Janice, special love for patience. I really appreciate that. Okay, and thank you, my beautiful moderators, for helping me keep track. If anybody's questioning about the moderation, Christina, Miss Christina Rose is like my chief moderator. Any questions can go to her, okay? So let's pull in the energy for Janice. Janice, hold the person in your mind that you are in no contact with. And the question is, are they thinking about you? Do they miss you? Okay. And this card is for Janice. Okay. So Janice, okay, let me just look here. First of all, where's the human? Where's the human? Interesting. The balance card, I love how she's got one foot in the water and one foot on the land. My sense is that your person is very busy right now getting their life in order. For whatever reason, they've had a awakening. They have had like a wake up call. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. It's a wake up call that they're suddenly realizing, hang on a second, this person's not in my life. There's other things in my life that are not working for me. What's going on? So your person is actually taking a bit of a time out, it looks like, from worrying and being concerned about others. Now, this can be hard for you, Janice, because you want to feel more connected. But this is a beautiful card of temperance and self-control. So I'm wondering if your person has had an issue with some unhealthy life habits. Maybe they could be an addict, or they could just be unhealed, so that they're carrying a lot of anger, grief, and sadness with them. So part of, like, my tummy hurts right now a little bit. So I just feel like that there's more here than I can tell with just one card. But I think that your person is in a good state. They need to face their own issues. Also, I'm seeing this wings making an M, and I feel Archangel Michael is definitely here for you, Janice. I feel like Archangel Michael is going to be bringing you a lot of strength to look at self-control here, because you need to realize that when a person's on a vision quest, or there is a person who is looking to really improve their own life, sometimes the best thing we can do is let them go and pray for them. So if you want to think about this person, um, what I suggest is imagine yourself invisible behind them, whispering in their ear, "You're going to make it. You're going to make it." Okay, so let's look at, I just want to bring this back into the picture here, because remember, we are blended beings. We are mostly spirit, and our human self is smaller, less informed, and more afraid. When you cling to your inner being, when you cling to spirit and let God have your person, your peace of mind will be very healing for both of you. You may end up getting an apology or having a reconnection, but that's not what's important right now. What's important is that you realize that it's not that they're being mean to you by not contacting you. They're just going through some deep inner work right now. Okay, Janice? No worries, Tanzanite. We have plenty of helpers. It's so important that you are here and listening, because this is for your benefit also, of course. So who do we have next, Christina? Thank you for helping me keep track, and I don't have to scroll back. So who do we have next? I don't want anybody to have to wait longer than they need to. Anime. Did I? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Anime. I thought I did anime, didn't I? Okay. Thank you for helping me keep track. All right. Anime. Hold your person. Who is it? And you may, if you wish, you can certainly add your request to the you can always request a specific question around your person. However, what I'm wanting is this to be really more of a spirit intuitive read. So all you do is hold in your mind the person that you would love to connect with, okay? All right, let's just pull a card here for anime. All right. And we have, for anime, okay, so anime, taking a look here. Again, this is another card where there's no human. And that's so interesting to me, because the Ten of Swords can definitely carry a lot of victim energy on it. Okay, when I talk about victim energy, what that's meaning is that we have, I kind of made up a term last week, and it's called the poor me syndrome. Okay, you've heard of the lucky girl syndrome. I love listening to those meditations, but it got me to thinking about what is it the opposite of lucky is poor me. And there's poor me energy all around us in the world today. So your person is definitely locked in a jail of poor me, anime. Okay. What does it mean when you're locked in a jail of poor me? It means there's so many thoughts in their mind. There's so many thoughts about how much of a victim they were. They can't stand themselves. They're getting sick and tired of feeling like a victim. Notice the foot up in the air, about to take a step forward. Notice that the timepiece is almost empty. So your person, your no contact person, is really suffering right now. Yes, they do think of you. They think of you, but they also think of every other thing that's not working out in their life. These kinds of people are not easy to be with. If you're married or committed to someone who is locked into poor me and all they talk about is how much their life is suffering, it's only meant to last for a while. There's a quote that says, sadness lasts for a night, but joy comes in the morning. I don't know where I'm pulling that from, but their cycle of suffering is almost finished, Anne. It will be soon that you will hear from them. They can't get out of this without angelic guidance. They can't figure out what to do next, but the good news is that they're getting kind of tired of themselves. I hope that that's a good breed, that you understand that. Remember, you guys, if any of you would like a private reading, all you need to do is go to manifestfaster.com and imagine if I could pull 10 to 15 cards for you, right? That would give you so many more details. Okay, so who is my next person? If y'all would love a reading, I would love to draw a card for you. Are you so curious? Is my person thinking about me? I would love to see what it is the cards have for you. In order to qualify for a reading, tell me something you appreciate. What's going well in your life? Okay, and Tanzanite, I would love to draw a card for you, so we will do that. Whoopsie, I'm dropping something. Okay, hi Cherry, welcome. Monique, welcome Monique, and then Manu, and then I see that Cherry has dropped a gratitude. I love that, Cherry. Isn't it wonderful that we have the power to be grateful to the universe for protecting me and my family? Absolutely. That kind of faith really does help for those hard days. Okay, so we have Monique. Okay, Monique. Hi, or Monique. I don't know how to say. I wish I could say the name better. Hi, Kanika. Oh, I remember Kanika. What were you grateful for, Kanika? I forgot. Okay, so let's go and find Monique. Monique, hold your person in your mind. Are they thinking about you today? Let's take a peek. Would you love to know if your no contact person is thinking about you? Please put a gratitude in about something you're grateful for, and I'm happy to draw a card. All right, so let's take a look here. Okay, so Monique, is your person thinking about you today? I would say that the card here is, it reminds me a little bit of our previous card because it looks like a container with these 4 wands on each corner, and then the 2 figures within, and they're breakdancing, which makes me think about the Olympics because they had breakdancing in as an Olympic event. So I think that this shows me that your person is really doing pretty well right now. That whatever's going on in their life, they've got a companion that is filling their needs. there's really, in this particular card, there's no angel in view, and there's usually a white feather somewhere when the angel is not in view, but we're not seeing it here. So I feel like your message here with the Four of Fire, Monique, is that your person is feeling very stable right now. And this could be good news or bad news, depending on what type of relationship you're desiring. But at this point today, it looks like they are not thinking of you that much. But the good news is that they're very content, that they're, whatever is happening on the stage of their life, that they're okay. So this message for you, Monique, is to allow yourself to consider that everything is best off as it is. This can be very difficult. I have family members, blood family members, who seem to be very contented not to be relating to me. You know, like you might write an email to them, or you might call them and they don't return the call, or they don't send an email back. I have a choice. I can choose my reaction. I think that's a lot of what the manifesting teachers are talking about. We cannot force someone to love us. We cannot insist, stamp our feet, and say, yes, you will love me, and you will love me exactly how I want to be loved. That doesn't work for anybody, and it can cause people to run away. So acceptance that they're fine without you is one of the most important lessons that you can learn. Now, put your hand on your heart, Monique. This is not a good situation, because you wish you would do anything. You would stand on one hand while you hold your hat on your head to connect with them. But what's happening is they're doing fine. So practice appreciation. Thank the divine for your person exactly how they are. Here's a couple of affirmations. Even though I wish we were closer, the truth is I want for them to be happy. Even though I want to have contact, the truth is I can't control that, and I release them to their joy. Even though I wish we were seeing or hearing from each other more, the truth is I don't know the divine will for my person. Letting go is a tremendous gift to your person. If they're meant to be yours, they will come back. But the reality is they are really doing pretty good without you. That's kind of not comfortable for me to say because I wish that all the answers with the cards were, yes, this is going to work out great. But the fact is sometimes things end for a very important reason. Okay, so yes. Okay, so let's go forward. And I think it's Manu next, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then you guys, I know you'll help me keep track. So happy to have you. We are absolutely thrilled with all y'all who are showing up today. Manu. Okay, Manu, hold your person in your mind. Let's find out if they're thinking about you or not. Now you guys can tell I'm a little bit nervous today because I'm like, I want everybody to have the happily ever after. We started here with our lizard energy. Oh, my lizard's dirty. Let me tap out the dirt. This is our little lizard. Oh gosh, did you guys see what I just did? I went over here and knocked and some dust fell out. So this goes really together with the messages so far because yes, Manu, so what you want to do for the career, it is to hold in your mind something around in your past, a boss or a coworker that became no contact, that the personality was a complete clash with you. Because in the lizard medicine, the lizard gets its tail cut off and it grows a new one. And this is our amethyst energy. Many times, acknowledging the loss in your past career will open the door to more wisdom. So when it comes to career, and you're looking for an ex-boss, there was a message I did on exes the other day. It's in the live stream, and Manu, I think it might be really a good video for you to watch because we talked about X's, and that X career, X working situation, or an ex boss could be holding you back from your future. So think in your mind of anybody from the work environment who you felt cut off from, that you're not working there anymore. Is that person thinking about you? Is somebody in your past career thinking about you? What would they be thinking? And wonderful. Okay, so there is someone for sure, Manu. There's someone in your past, somebody you worked for or you worked with, who saw you as an excellent employee. When they look at you, when they think of you, they think, wow, they were such a great worker. They always did their work. They always felt extremely guided. See how our angel feather is back here? So this person in your past who is not in contact with you anymore, I believe there's a person, either someone you worked with or a boss, who thinks of you with really high esteem. They think of you and they smile, because look at this magnifying glass. You do very, very good work. So Manu, would you do this for yourself? Write down on a piece of paper all of the things that you have done in your life that for work. Just write down all the different jobs. And this is a good idea for all of you guys. Write down all the different types of work that you've done, and then go through and analyze it. Which of those jobs did you love to do? And rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is, I hated that job. And 10 is, oh, I loved that work. And rank all the different jobs that you've had and look at that list, because chances are when it comes to your career, there are clues right there. Notice how she's looking at the magnifying glass while she looks at her list. If she's considering a different career, she needs to consider what it is she's good at. All right. Now, after you do that little analysis, write down skills that you are good at right now. Look at how each of these coins is slightly different. Okay, what that's showing me, Manu, is that you have some skills that are undeveloped. You can focus on your own education and learn new skills. Put that together with this energy of a previous boss who respected you for the work you do. This will draw you into a different mindset when it comes to your career. Okay, very cool reading. Love that one. Okay, who is next? Who wants to hear from if their person is missing them? I think, who do we have next? My dears. Good, yes, Manu, and do check in with me. Send me an email, because I would love to know what's happening. So I would like to draw a card for Miss Tanzanite right now, because Miss Tanzanite has been here since the beginning of the reading, and I know how grateful she is to be part of our community. So Miss Tanzanite, think about someone, no contact, that you really are curious. Are they thinking about me? Let's see what it is. Thank you guys for being here today. I really appreciate it. Hitting that thumbs up is important. And the reason is because it completes the loop. As you see the vortex that's forming by these readings, for you to be part of this energy and really get some motion, some movement around your blocked person, throw that thumbs up and it will link you to the reading. Okay, so now we have, who's next? Oh, Miss Tanzanite. Oh, Miss Tanzanite, this is such a great reading. I love the pages. Did you guys know that the pages carry the same energy as the aces? And we had 3 aces in the beginning of this reading, because new beginnings happening all over the place. So the pages also bring this magic. Now, what I'm noticing here is she has a bit of an attitude. She is ready. She's really ready for change, ready to explore something. The Ace of Swords is pictured as a child, a little child. And so what this is showing is that there's your person has reached a stage where they see life differently. Okay, they are realizing with the Page of Water energy, they're realizing that they, even though they have felt like they were all that, they really felt like I'm all that, but there's a part of them that's humbled right now. There's a part of them that has grown. They're becoming more mature in how they're handling their affairs when it comes to emotions. Notice the white feather she's wearing around her neck. This, don't pay attention to the gender, it's just the energy. But your person is looking back and having thoughts about you for sure. As they look at this fish in a cup, they realize, Tanzanite, that you could never live in a cup. That fish are not supposed to live in cups. You're not supposed to capture a fish and make it live in this itty bitty space. And when they look at you now in their mind, they realize that some of what they were expecting from you is not fair, because actually there's no way that you could have stayed, no way you could have been in the connection the way they were looking at you before. So your person, I wouldn't be surprised, Tanzanite, if somebody doesn't reach out to you from the past and express to you that they missed something about you. Notice all of the sparkles in the water. See all that? Look at all that. That's not over here. It's not over there, but it is behind your person. So I feel like your person is moving on in a way. And if you're a relative, if you have a blood relative and you get this message about someone stepping away from you, what that could mean is that they're taking responsibility for their own well-being, that they're not looking at you anymore as if you can save the day. You're just a little fishy in the sea. You're not the divine. And some people need to let us go. Some people have looked at us as if we are their divine connection, when in reality, we all have our own divine connection. As Abraham Hicks teaches, you have a greater self, a higher being that's actually 95% of you, invisible and connected to the divine. The little part that gets your person in trouble, their personality, is hard for them to control, and they are making progress, even though you may wonder about it. So Tanzanite, they do think about you, they have a sense of regret, and they also have a sense of understanding that they had way too high of expectations for you. The reality is they just can't, they don't know what to do next, but they are in development. Very good news. Okay, who is next, guys? My beautiful moderators, who is being grateful? If you would like a reading, I would love to pull a card for you. Is your person thinking about you? If you want to know, add something that's working in the rest of your life. I mean, obviously, this person isn't your whole life, right? So who do we have next here? Kanika. Kanika, my darling, biggest hug to you. He was like a dad to me. Thank you. Oh, isn't that neat? I'm so glad you could resonate. When I read these cards, guys, I'm what's called an intuitive reader. I do read with the basic tarot rules in place, but the pictures are what speak to me. And for some reason, how I tell the stories tends to help people. So I'm glad you're here today. So Kanika, the first thing I want to pull up here, for some reason, I'm just feeling like I want to do this little illustration again. In a normal human relationships, whatever that is, two people who have been cracked by life, people who have experienced some betrayal, some cheating, some brokenheartedness, some of it coming from the family of origin. You know, some of us were raised in families that were a little wild, and we have broken places. And when both of the people in a relationship when they both take responsibility for their own well-being, you can have two cracked pots living together with a sense of humor and make it work. But if either one of the pair is not willing to take personal responsibility for their own well-being, it can be very challenging. So Kanika, when it comes to your person that you're in no contact with, are they thinking about you? If you would like a reading, I'm here for you. Add a thank you. What do you appreciate about your life? What is going well for you today? And then I'm happy to draw you a card, Maria. Okay? And look at that name. It looks like ukulele. Okay. So this is your card, Kanika. All right. Interesting. So your person they have chosen security as their main value. Okay. Right now, something has happened between you and this person that has threatened their security and the stability of their own being. It could be that you actually remind them of someone they grew up with, and for reasons that are nothing to do with you, but things we cannot understand, they have locked the door to their heart. So Kanika, this is not necessarily bad news. What it means is at this time, on this day, they have decided to take care of themselves as their priority. This can be very intimidating when you are related to someone, or that you have something that's ending, where you felt more stable when they were with you, that you loved the connection, but for whatever reason, what's going on in their life, they need to turn their back for a minute. And their inner being, their guidance, is helping them relax and take care of themselves. Isn't it true that many times when you are busy or in a bad mood, or maybe you've been blue for a while, self-care kind of slides away? Don't comb your hair in the morning, don't make the bed, kind of mope around all day. That's not good energy, and it's not attractive. People are not eager to be with you if you're in that energy. So it looks to me like your person has realized that they were not at their best. They were not functioning well, and they decided they need to get a hold of life balance. So this frugalness here, it may be that they need to cut back on spending, and they might be embarrassed about that suddenly they're not able to be generous, or they don't have the funds to fly and see you. But as you could trust, best you can, to trust that if you are supposed to be connected, you will be connected. There's so much light on this 4-4, so I would Google up the spiritual meaning of 44. I feel like this is an extra special message for you, but it's important you realize that you can't pick apples from a pear tree. Think about that. It would be silly to go up to a pear tree and yell at it because it didn't have apples on it, right? If what you're wanting is not possible for you here, you don't mind if the person puts you on hold, because if you release your need to be secure with them, it may wake up something where they return to you. But right now, it does look like they have set up a life that is locking you out, but it is for their benefit. So, affirmations, even though I don't agree with this person's choice, because I'm sure I'm supposed to be with them, the truth is, I don't know what their inner being is calling them to. Even though the truth is, I don't want to live without contact from my person. The reality is, I want to always be available with a soft heart when they return. Okay, working on your own sense of self-concept, focusing on your career, focusing on anything other than your person would be very beneficial for you. If at all confused, find a place to volunteer, because once you're volunteering, you'll be able to realize that it's so life-giving to help others. And also, really great people hang out and are volunteers together, and then you'll meet some new friends and new contacts. Okay, so let's see here. Who's next? Who's our thanker? Remember, you guys, I would absolutely love to draw a card for you. Totally. But as you'll know, if you hang out in my world much, you absolutely need to love something about life before I open the cards to you. I know it seems a little mean, but it's really not, because gratitude changes lives every time. Gratitude always changes life. Cherry. Hey, Cherry. Welcome to the reading. I thought it was Cherry. Cherry, thank you for playing the game of gratitude. Now, Cherry, what I want you to do is to hold in your mind the energy of your person that's in no contact, and then we will draw you a card. I'm so glad you're here, Cherry. I don't think I've seen you here before, and I hope you'll join us. I go live every day and draw cards. Oh my gosh, it's 65 minutes already. My goodness, the time is going so fast. Okay, Miss Cherry. I assume it's Cherry. I should never assume any genders here. All right, well, this is our card. Oh, Kanika, thank you. I love that you're here with us. Hi, Tanisha. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And Cooley, I'm going to call you Cooley because I can't pronounce that whole name, and I apologize for that. But I love your level of growth also. The life's challenges is just so fantastic. Tanisha, grateful to feel the positive energy. Thank you, and I'm so glad y'all are coming. Hi, Sasha. Grateful for my moderators that are greeting all of you guys as I stay focused on the cards. Okay, so Cherry, let's see what it is that the universe has for you. Is your person thinking about you? What's that all about? Okay. All right. So I don't know what's going on for you, Cherry, but your person is kind of, well, I'm just going to say it like I see it, if you guys don't mind. But your person is now please take this with a sense of humor, okay? Let's take a look. I'm seeing a bit of a drama queen here, okay? This is drama queen energy to me, which I don't typically read this card as that. But what I'm seeing here is that your person is just, they let life really bother them, Cherry. That your person right now, yes, they do think of you, but look at how she's got her hand by her head. Now, mind you, don't mind the gender here. It's just the energy. But there's a couple of things that I'm noticing. Number one, she's not wearing the right shoes, because she's wearing some kind of pump or some kind of high heel. I can just tell. And how many of you have tried to walk in high heels in the grass? You sink. Every step your heel goes down. In fact, somebody invented a little snap-on thing you could put at the bottom of your heels that makes it bigger so that you don't fall through the earth. But your person is needing to have a spiritual awakening because they're way too worried, their inner conflict. They argue with themselves. All right. She's wearing this red shirt, which makes me think that part of her issues are from her childhood, or this person, the figure, your person. That as they're becoming an adult, they just don't know how to do it. Maybe they didn't have very good role modeling when they were children, but they feel lost and alone, and you're one of the things on their mind. So please don't be offended that you're not the number one thing, because quite frankly, this person might have a bad habit of micromanaging. You know what that means? Micromanaging, where somebody's busy telling you what to do all the time. I married a person one time who was older than me and retired, and his hobby was micromanaging me and trying to help me live my life better. And I was like, no, I'm doing fine. Take your issues and go somewhere else. We're not married anymore. But a person who's really overwhelmed by their own inner drama is not ready to be close to anyone. However, look at the size of that splash of light behind them. Huge angelic influence. This goes along with the Five of Fire. There's so much potential in this person, and they don't even see it themselves. What they need to do is to turn away from all the things that are troubling them and go towards their inner light. Until this person matures and can handle what's going on, they're not ready to support a second person. All right, so I would say, yes, you're on your person's mind, but so is everything else. And that's not generally a great partnership because it feels very unbalanced. So at this point, there's nothing you can do because they need to make this choice. What you can do is to live healthy yourself. Allow yourself to finish this connection the way it is within your own energy. Here's affirmations that can help you. Even though I wish they were not so upset, I realize I can't change their life for them. Even though I wish they had more time for me, the truth is they've never had enough time for me. Even though I want for them to wake up and I want to force them to turn around, I realize that will never work. It has to be their own choice. Being brave about letting this person go is so important for you. Okay, Cherry? Cherry, if you want to reach out and ask me anything, be sure to let me know here. Here's my email address. I do have a community on WhatsApp where I'm creating a community where I can be connected with you guys, where you can ask me questions, where I can relate to you, and I can also do some private readings for my group. And I'm very happy to provide that information for you. Tarot info, please. All of my moderators are members of my community, and I'm so grateful for that. So let's see here. Who else? Who's next? I see you, Unice. Hi, Unice. Oh, good, Cherry. I'm glad you're feeling that connection. Just beautiful. I'm so happy that you're here. Anybody else who would like a reading? I see, you know what, a lot of people who come in cannot respond to me because they're at work. So I'm just going to pull a card for our community that's out there right now. Snow. Oh, Snow is next. Okay, wonderful. Snow, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you guys are all creating this energy to help us only count on the people that God gives us to count on. Sometimes we can create our own reality, but it's not the right reality because we end up connected to someone who's not good for our spirit. Okay? All right. So I'm going to read a quick card for hang on, who was it? Snow. Winston Smith. Snow Winston Smith. There's in the description box. There is something called the love profile. So if you guys are all curious about love profile, like what is your love profile, there's a quiz right in the description box that will give you a report, and it's kind of sneaky how accurate it is. But Snow White is one of my archetypes, and so I couldn't help but notice that. So Miss Snow, let's grab a card for you. Does your no contact person miss you? Do they think about you? Sometimes your no contact person is a family member. Sometimes it's even a child. And when your child decides to cut you off, it can be extraordinarily difficult. For some reason, I'm feeling like mentioning that right now. Our card for the collective, I'm going to read a card next for those of you who have a child who is disconnected to you, or if you're disconnected to your parent. But right now, this one is for Snow. Oh, I love the Queen of Water. So Snow, your person definitely thinks about you and they do miss you. Okay, they understand now after this time of separation. They do understand why all of this has been happening. What if you guys both carry the energy of the Queen of Water, and mind you, don't mind the genders here, because if both of you are in touch with this part of the Queen of Water, it can create some difficulty. Normally, the Queen of Water is an excellent card to show up in a reading because there's a spiritual maturity around emotions. There's the willingness to learn. there's the willingness to serve. However, the weak link in our beautiful Queen of Cups is not asking for help. Okay, so the weak, the Achilles heel, where the one thing that will weaken a Queen of Water in a relationship is if they simply don't know how to say no. Okay, I have a feeling that your person, it's so hard for them to say no. They often commit themselves to things and they know they're never going to do it. And you know they're never going to do it. And then they cancel at the last minute. I used to do a lot of that when I was younger. I didn't understand what it was about, but saying no was so painful for me that I would say yes and not mean it. That's a typical Queen of Cups response, or Queen of Water, where you have so much love to give, at a certain point, your cup runs dry. And the only way to refill that cup is just to stop giving. Because if you're too giving, or if you're overly loyal, something's going to give. So I feel like your person looks back at the situation with you and has compassion and understanding. It could just be timing for you, Snow, where you and your person do care for each other genuinely, but there's just, it's not the right time. Now, I am aware in the background here of these diamonds. I'm seeing diamonds in the background. That brings up the idea of finances and career. So I feel that your person is needing to pay attention to other parts of life right now. It's faded in the background, but they need to focus elsewhere. So the best thing you can do, Snow, is to really let go of the expectations that you have for your person. I think that they might return to you once they feel less energy kind of craving or insisting that things have to be a certain way. Now, while you're waiting for your person, you can work on your friendships and your family relationships, and you can create different types of relationships for yourself. Now, here's a little affirmation I had to write down because I just love it so much, and I'm just feeling the sense to read it for you. Snow, I am willing to release any patterns within me that are separating me from people with goodwill and affection for me. Now, that's a very general reading, right? It's not making any single person have to do anything. But when we start using affirmations like this, we open the gate of our heart to other people. The person at the grocery store who checks out your groceries. I know you're not going to have them be your soulmate. Maybe you will, but just looking at them in the eye and thanking them sincerely for helping you with your food, that connects you to humanity. And you have lots of people who want to have goodwill toward you. But when you're focused on the past, it gets hard to achieve. Let me read that one more time. You guys can say it right after me. Say it out loud. There's nobody home but you. I am willing to release, you can whisper it. I am willing to release any and all patterns within me that are separating me from people and goodwill and affection for me. I get more affection from my dog than I do from some people. I could be miserable about that. I could go around all day and I could whine and complain about how people won't pay a speck of attention to me. My dog loves me more than people. But what good would that do, even if it's true? So I open myself up to all the people in my neighborhood. I don't have to speak to them for an hour, but I find when they smile at me and I smile at them, I'm being fulfilled. So why would I want to put that job on another human who's not able, willing, or available? Got it? Okay, let's see. We have so many people in here listening, and I want to do a reading next here. A community card, because I'm feeling in my life I've had the situation where one of my children has been unavailable to me sometimes because they travel and they've done different things with their lives, but it's not something where I can just call right away. Now I'm 71 and my kids are, in their 40s and they're busy with their own lives. It doesn't serve anybody for me to get pouty or sad about something that I cannot control. So this reading is for anyone whose children are not speaking to them, whose grandchildren have been removed from their life, some kind of family situation where you're in no contact unwillingly. Okay, so let's just draw a card here for any of you with family that you have been placed into no contact and you're not happy about it. Let's see what the situation is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is on the call today, this is extremely good news. All right, there is somebody in your life, a child or a parent, an aunt, uncle, grandfather, grandmother, sister, or brother. There's somebody that is going to be coming your way. This is my favorite card about internet activity. This is a card that does not have any humans on it. And there's not many cards in this deck that don't picture a human or an angel. So that's showing that there is a lot of energy going on right now. See how the energy is shining off of the world? This might be somebody that you dearly love that's living overseas right now. And chances are maybe you were cut off because of an equipment failure in the country that they're living in, where it's like you cannot get a hold of them and you may have been holding a lot of worry. So the angels are here for us today, all of us who are experiencing any kind of lack of communication in our families, that God is working on our behalf. There are more things going on behind the scenes than we could possibly know. All of this blue light is about speaking your truth with love, preparing yourself to be kind, preparing yourself to not hold any hard feelings. Now, there is in the resource box, you'll find something called the complaint cure. I also call it the worry cure. But if you find that, it's right in the description box. I labeled it for you. Tap on it and go to the website and follow the directions. We need to create safety for our person to come back. Let's all take a breath, please. The only job you have in creating your own reality with a no contact person is to prepare yourself for when they do come back. If God has it fated that you have a reconnection, we want to start as if it's new. And it's so important that you learn to speak your truth in love. Here's a couple of examples. Even though I know you love me, I've had a hard time knowing it in our past relationship. Even though I know we've been through lots of hard times, the truth is I want to put that behind me. Even though I wish so much I wouldn't have done that thing that caused all of these problems, the truth is we cannot go back and relive the past. All I can do is say that I'm sorry. But by preparing your heart in this way, when you get that email, when you get a letter in the mail, when you get a text, you'll be prepared to have soft, compassionate love for your person and allow for the baby steps. This person something is happening so fast in their life, their head is spinning. And it's very good news for those of you who have been praying for a reconciliation. I love that energy for the collective today, you guys. Okay, who is next? Who's next? Is it Rashma? Yes. Hi, Coco. Welcome. So all we need is a beautiful thank you. Rashma is next, I think. Is that true? Or Maria is like, I'm not sure. Let's see. Going down and seeing hi, Maria. Hi, Coco. So excited to see you all here. So exciting. Just see here. Okay. Coco and Chanel are in line. Okay, I'm just going to scoot to the bottom. And Rashma. Okay. I wish I had 4 eyes, because then I'd be looking with my eyes onto the screen and pulling the cards. Thank you to my moderators for helping everyone feel so welcome. I could not do this without you. My heart goes out. Make sure that you're getting your readings. Add a gratitude and I'll pull a card. Rashma, welcome. You are welcome here. Okay, let's see, Rashma. Rashma. All right. Rashma, your person has been through, huh? Your person is doing some work. So there's some things that have been happening in your person's life that have caused a lot of worry and shifting. There's confusion and there's not knowing what to do next. Now, if Rashma, if you had a breakup and your person released you, like this is you, the phoenix, is the bird that it comes to life, new life come. You might want to Google the legend of Phoenix, because I think, or you might live in Phoenix, but I think the lesson of the Phoenix is going to be super important for you, Rashma. So Google Phoenix and look it up, because I think there's a special message. Look at all the light is behind this Phoenix. Phoenix is rising from the ashes. So your person is learning how to release you. Your person sees what they're seeing right now is directly from their angels, that their humanity did not know how to create a connection with you, that their personality was ill-equipped, not skilled. You guys might have met when you were young. This might be, I'm just sensing childlike energy here, but children can be very mean to each other on the playground, and children can pick at each other. So there does seem to be this feeling of ending here, and that your person wishes for you all the best, and they want for you to shine. Notice the angels delegating, setting to flight. So if you're in a connection that is not going to end because it's a family connection, or if you're connected to a partner, what this means is if they're not talking to you, it's because they need to come to that place. They cannot control you. They need to allow you to be free. If you choose to be with them and they choose to be with you, that's a whole different thing here. But right now, there's more stability in them releasing you than them trying to keep you, okay? Any questions about that, or you want to let me know something, please email me. Very interesting, and a brief little reading here, but very deep. Okay, who's our next person? Por favor, Varsha, welcome. Thank you, Rashika, for helping the people. And is it Coco that's next? Thank you for being so patient while I try to get to everyone. I'm certainly, can you hear me okay, Tanzanite? Oh, Maria. Maria's next. If those of you are struggling to hear my voice, thank you for letting me know. Okay, let's go forward here, and we'll do Maria and then Coco. All right, Maria and then Coco. Thank you guys for being here. I am so amazed. All you guys stopping to visit. Make sure to hit the thumbs up so that you close the loop on this energy. All right. Yes. Okay. So let's take a look at, Unice. Okay. I need you guys to help me. Okay. So we have Maria, Coco, and Unice, I think. Okay, and you guys will have to straighten me out, my moderators, and I appreciate your patience. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right, so we have Maria. Maria, let's take a look here. So Maria, your person is definitely thinking about you. They're creating a life right now that is very busy. They are definitely mindful of their career, and they're mindful of life outside of you. For whatever reason, right now, they're looking at what they're growing. They're looking at what's happening in their life so far. And notice how he's carrying the harvest basket. Okay, so the harvest basket here is showing that your person is ready to make a choice. However, they don't know if it's right. They're feeling doubtful, all right? So what that means is that you are going to, you need to have patience, and you need to trust that their angelic guidance is helping them know exactly what to do. When they are thinking about their career or their finances, they are not thinking of you. And I think that's what's really hard sometimes when you're in a couple, because one of the couple can feel jealous of the career, and that can put so much pressure on your partner. There was somebody I knew once whose career was number one. They absolutely could not find themselves a wife. They were looking, and I said to him, you have to realize that they are going to feel like you're cheating on them with your other wife. And he goes, I don't have another wife. And I said, yes, but your career is that important to you. If your client calls, you go to them. You don't think about having to ask your partner or worry about deserting your family. So for you, Maria, I'm getting a very strong energy that the reason that they're not talking to you is because they are very focused somewhere else. It's not that they hate you or they have bad will toward you. Right now, their work-life balance is what's out of balance. And so I suggest for you that you create affirmations that sound something like this. Even though I'm frustrated that my person won't contact me, the truth is I admire them for staying focused on their life. Even though I want a part of this person, the truth is I honestly don't know if it's in their divine plan to spend time with me. Even though I wish so much I could connect to this person, I'm willing to trust my own divine guidance and find my connection in other humans. Creating a relationship with a volunteer organization can change everything. As you get in touch with your own guardian angel, your own higher self, the part of you that expresses and radiates your best self, you're going to be able to take really good. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I got blacked out there for a second, and I'm back. What we were saying is that whenever you feel loss or fear, or you're not sure what's going to happen next in your life, the truth is that's because you're not holding, you're not holding tightly to your own inner being. Okay, because your inner being knows exactly whether your person is best for you or not. Okay, Maria? And then I think we have Coco next. And then I kind of lost track, and there's so many people here today. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with gratitude for so many of you tuning in. But Amrietha, okay, I'm going to do Coco next, and then Amrietha. Okay, thank you. Amrita is next. Okay, thank you so much. I did promise Coco, so I'm just gonna go with Coco. You guys are so wonderful to be forgiving towards me. I don't want to be. I don't want you all to put me into no contact zone. If I can't get to you, you guys, I'm starting a community over on WhatsApp, and I'm going to be available there for questions. And so it's a way you can connect with me. I would love to have you. You can email me, Amrita. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Coco, and thank you, Amrita. I appreciate y'all so much. So Coco, oh, one of my favorite cards. All right, let's take a peek. Does your person think about you? Do they wish they had more contact with you? All right, so I would say what I'm seeing right away is your person is fierce. Fierce. I feel like this person you're asking me about is almost scary because they know, they're sure of themselves, aren't they? They feel they are all that. And in a way, they should. This figure is able to tame this lion. Now, you know, normally everybody would be frightened of a lion, but not her. And remember, gender not important, because what we're seeing is the energy of this card. I have Irish heritage. And I've been studying it lately because the Irish went through a lot of hardship, just like so many other peoples do. And there's people on our planet right now who are enduring hardship because of where they were born, that people hate them because of where they come from. This is a common energy. In the Irish people, 3 million people died in the 1800s because of a potato famine. And I have family line that came to the United States right in the middle of that potato famine. So I know that I, Catherine, I have an amazing constitution. I am strong, and I am testament to my family's strength. If my family line, and a big burp there, my family line back to my grandfather and my grandfather's grandfather and my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather, those people were so strong, they sent their children to live in a different country. And so because of that, your person has something in their constitution that doesn't allow them to be soft. It's almost like a crime, Coco. If they're soft, they feel it's wrong because their ability to have courage has been their life strength. So it's not that they dismiss you or that they don't think you're important. It's just that for what's going on in their life right now, they need to be separate. And so as you appreciate that in them, even though I don't understand this disconnection, I trust God with my person. Even though I would give anything to be reconnected, the truth is I don't know their spiritual walk right now. Even though even though my life is not complete without my person, the truth is I don't know that's for sure. So telling yourself the truth and admiring your person's strength, even if you don't understand it, is going to bring you peace of mind, okay? Desiree, you're coming. I know. I see you. I see you, my darling. I've had so many people here, and so I'm asking for your apologies for understanding, but I am doing the best I can. Okay, so let's see here. Let's add some more thumbs up. Add some more thumbs up while you're waiting. Okay, Amrietha, Korea Beauty Brands, Nicole, and Anelie and Unice. Oh my goodness gracious me. Mystic Christina, what would I do without you? So I'm going to finish with Unice. It's already a long reading for me. My phone is only going to last so long. So those of you who are still waiting, I will be here tomorrow morning, okay? But let me start with Amrita. And if you want to reach out to me personally, definitely send me a message, okay? So Amrita, thinking about the person that is on your mind, do they think about you? You know what, you guys, I can tell you right now, I'm going to do a reading just like this again because the amount of hungry people for this information is deeply moving to me. So don't worry, we'll do this again, okay? So Amrita, all right. So what's going on with your person? Okay. Now, don't be surprised, you guys, if you actually resonate with the card I'm reading for someone else. This is the way the universe helps me help you so that I can really give to you a message that's coming from the divine through me. Your skin may tingle, you may yawn, or you may laugh, but when the information coming through meets your need, receive it. If I'm serving as a wise counsel for you today, I'm grateful for that. Now, Amrita, it looks like your person is really needing wise counsel, that for whatever reason, they could be a scientist or a mathematician. Their brain may work in such a way that they do not do well emotionally. They don't know how to speak without awkwardness. This might be the kind of person that you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Do you know that saying where you're always careful not to offend them? And the reality is that they really do need to align with their inner being. If your person is not aware that they have an inner being, this is what they see themselves. they don't see themselves as capable of creating a connection, but their inner being is right with them at all times, wanting to help and guide them. However, if they lean on other humans or they lean on you, then what could happen is that it just gets too much, right? And then look at all this beautiful purple. The purple is the color of the divine. So it looks to me like your person does think and pray for you, but also that they are this yellow scarf. It's yellow is the color of the solar plexus. So your person's going through some renovating. They're beginning to change their personal identity by looking at how important spirit is in their life. So don't be concerned that you're not talking to them right now. Pray for their growth and find time creating new friendships and new relationships that you can enjoy. They don't have to be your soulmate. They don't have to be your family, but enjoy the warmth of random humans. There are so many times that strangers end up helping us way more than any other kind of people do. Why is that? I don't know. I have had very close, intense relationships that didn't last a lifetime, but they meant so much to me. And I feel like that's what's going on with you, Amrietha. Korea Beauty Brands, welcome. I know that I have not seen you on my channel before, and I love that you're here. Thank you so much. It takes a lot of courage to have a brand, and I respect your work. So let's see, who is it that is not in contact with you? Hold it in your mind. Who is it that that you would love to hear from? Do they think of you? Do they wish they could contact you? Let's pull a card. I should take a drink of water. Hang on. You guys are keeping me busy today. Okay. And we have a page. Now, we had a page a while ago. I'm not going to put timestamps in here because there's so many readings. It would take me a week to do it. But we did have a page of Earth. We had a page of Cups in here. And here we have the page of Earth. So this is cool. Let's just take a look. First of all, look at the message he's holding, right? It's a letter. So I think, Korea, that you are going to be receiving something in the mail, something in your post box that is going to be very important in this next, I would say, probably in the month, within the month, where you're going to remember this reading and you're going to think, oh my gosh, look at there. Because the page of Earth, it has to do with relationships and with finances, but it echoes the energy of the Ace of Earth. The Ace of Earth was our second card read today, if I'm not mistaken. So you might want to, yes, it's the second card of this reading, so you might want to go back and take a peek at it. Because, well, wait a second, I'll just show it to you. I'm the boss. I get to be queen of the channel. I am queen of the channel. Look what we had. Let's just take a look here. Can you see them both? So this was the second card, and we were talking about the idea of learning, the idea of starting fresh, and this beautiful Ace of Earth, and almost a feeling of like they know they have to study, and they really don't want to study because they'd rather go out and play, but they're willing. And now look, see, carrying the book, and noticing, here's the angel feather. The angel feather was on the ground here. So I feel like your person has had a lot of growth, that they are not who you thought they were. There's something about them. They're so excited, Korea, and they can't wait to reach out to you. This is probably the first card of God knows how many cards, oopsie, where I'm really feeling that energy that this person is preparing themselves. They're learning what it is they need to say or do to connect with you. They are relying on their angelic help, so they've done the work, and that you will be hearing from them. But it's not in a way you expect. It's in a way you're not expecting. So what can you do to prepare? You can allow yourself to let them speak, let them explain to you what's been going on, and you stay calm and quiet. That you maintain your peace of mind, Korea, and that you hold your expectations close to your own heart. so that you can hear everything they have to say and then make your decision. Okay, this is a very cool piece of good news, and I'm glad that you stuck around and waited for this reading. Absolutely fabulous. I love that energy. I'm almost jealous. Okay, and then we have Nikuli. I'm so grateful you're here. So hold your situation in your mind. The person that you just don't get it, like, why aren't they speaking to me? Are they still thinking about me? Let's take a look. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. Take a breath. And we're having a lot of cards here about studying and about being alert to stuff that's new. The High Priestess energy, Nikuli, is all about keeping quiet. And I just said that on the last card. But the High Priestess is the part of you who looks and listens and observes. Your intuition is built to protect you and to guide you. Notice how she's got her back turned to the shadows, and her face is turned to us, but the light is ahead of her and behind her. So for you, Nikuli, what I'm seeing is so important that you take responsibility for your own well-being. Up until now, it's like you have been depending on humans for your well-being. Now, those of you on the call, you know that never works, right? Humans will always disappoint. I hate to bring you that news. And normally I'm such a positive person, you never hear negative from me. But the reality is that humans have feet of clay and that they will disappoint us. Now, part of the beauty of human disappointment, it's normal and natural. I don't know where we get the idea that humans should just never let us down. I mean, if you were a decent human, you would not hurt my feelings. I have a blog, it's called Breakup Candy, and it's all about breakups. And I've had adult people say to me, I just want to find someone that won't make me mad. I'm like, good luck with that, right? We must open ourselves up to intuition ourselves so that we can recognize when our person is having a strong intuition to turn away from us. We have to honor that. We have to allow it. And like if it's your own parent or your own kid who just decides they're better off without contacting you, that's not easy. But if it's their intuition that's guiding them, who are we to question? So stop fighting, stop talking, and trust that the reason you're separated is bigger than you are and that you need to allow it. This card shows me go back to your studies, turn your eyes towards your career, turn your eyes towards the parts of your life that you can control, and take your eyes off your person for a while. Give it a break. Now, people say to me, well, what should I do and how should I do it? The best and easiest thing to do, clean out clutter. Whatever is, like if you have a closet or if there's your car trunk or your refrigerator, something that's collected a lot of junk. And then go through, throw away anything you don't need, give away what you can, and be grateful for every single piece that you touch. Gratitude will change everything. And that's why I make y'all tell me gratitudes before you get your readings, because that's the only thing we can control, how grateful we are. And when somebody's in separation that you love dearly, finding gratitude in that is not easy. So this is what I suggest for affirmation. Even though I don't feel one bit grateful that I'm not getting attention from my person, the truth is I really don't know if it's their intuition that's creating the distance. Even though I like my own intuition, because my own intuition always knows what to do, the fact is, even though I don't like what the intuition is showing my person, there's only one way to find peace of mind, and that's to let it go. Another last comment for you. Who are we? We're with Nikuli. I'm noticing how the dark bird is by the white pole and the white bird is by the dark pole. So definitely we have opposite energy here. And I feel like when both of you learn how to release the pain of the past, that you will have some sort of reconciliation. However, it's important right now to let them be, and you turn your face to your life and brush up on anything that needs assistance in your life. Start out with cleaning out some clutter and gratitude. It works like a charm. Okay, and we have Anjali. Anjali, a regular viewer, thank you so much for being back. So same thing, Anjali. I want you to hold a person in your mind, someone that you are in no contact with, and let's ask, are they thinking about you? What do they think about you? And we have our fourth ace. Okay, 4 aces have come up in this reading. It's very profound for me to get all 4 aces, because what it's showing me is that you guys who are coming into my world right now, you are highly interested in figuring out how to connect when you've been broken and people have been broken. I bring this to the forefront to show you the cracks on these 2 crystals. So I believe we have a red jasper here, and I believe this could be a turquoise. The reality is that the cracks within nature are considered to be natural. There's something in the Japanese culture, it's called wabi-sabi, and it is the art of putting gold into cracks on pots to celebrate the brokenness, not to try to pretend that you are this, right? To try to pretend there's nothing wrong. I'm perfectly fine. It's them. They are the ones that are all broken. I'm fine. That never happens. That never happens, Anjali. And the magic of finding the right partner has to do with embracing our brokenness. If you guys hang out here much with me, you'll hear me teaching about that. And so having all 4 aces shows that you guys are really ready for change. So look at the energy of your person. They're just dragging their sword. This would indicate just being tired of their own self, tired of thinking about nothing but problems. They've learned that that does not work. And do they think of you? Kinda. But look at all that's on their mind, all these little snowflakes, all of these little specks. They could be ashes falling into their life with all of the heartbreak that they've endured. There is sharpness to this situation and direct angelic guidance. Your person's being guided to start again and to create again. I look at the emblem on his jacket, and that's the emblem of the Ace of Swords in the tarot deck, where it's just this glorification of our thinking process. You are in charge of your own mind, and you're in charge of your own well-being. And that's what the universe is calling you to, and your person. They cannot blame other people, and they can't go to other humans for the inspiration that they're only supposed to get from the divine. If we make the mistake of thinking our person is God, and we can't survive unless we have our person, that's wrong. Because ahead of him, he's so young, he just doesn't know yet. But if he lifts his chin and he looks out into the future, he will see all kinds of humans. You guys, we live on a planet with a gazillion people. There are so many people that he can relate to and connect to, your partner. Now, it's not about gender, but your person can learn how to connect with better results. I want to read this affirmation to you again, because I just think it's so important. And y'all can say it after me. Put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. I am willing to release any patterns within me that are separating me from people with goodwill and affection for me. Isn't that beautiful? Part of our problems, the reason you're on the call, is because you feel like if that person would contact you, your life would become perfect. And you know what? It's just not true. And I think that's part of what your person's beginning to realize. Everything, the way they did it, has to change. All right? And they're going through that change. Do they think of you? Yes, they do. Are they ready to take action toward you? Not yet. So as you continue to pray about the situation, do your prayer, but then turn to other humans that are in your life, and also the idea of cleaning out clutter. If we clean out the clutter in our houses, our minds get clear. All right. Okay, so we are going on here. Let me see. And we have Unice. And oh my gosh, it's 113 minutes. Holy moly, you guys. Love being here. I just need to go. But Unice, you're my final reading for today. I will be back. We are going to do this again. I'd hate to leave you guys hungry. I do have gazillions of videos on my channel. You can go to the live and look in the menu, and I have several no contact readings in there already. You can go listen to those, or certainly hit the subscribe button so that you will be informed the next time I pop on live. All right. So we have, who's our last? Unice. What a great closing card. Let's take a look. So holding in your mind your person. So Unice, what I know about this card, it's a powerful manifesting card. It's a card that shows a person who is dropping into a great deal of confidence about what they're creating. It's a person who's realizing that there are stages of growth from infancy all the way to adulthood. This shows me a person who has taken a look at their inner child. I'm just picking up inner child energy around this, Unice. Now, this could be an actual pregnancy. This reading could have lots of details that I'm not seeing because it's just a single card. However, for your person, I feel like they're starting to recognize that the way they were raised, it was not as nurturing as it could have been. And they may have been angry, and they may, hang on, I have to look at this a little more deeply. They may have been angry a lot of their youth, and they may have not understood what in the world, like where am I and why am I here? Lots of confusion. But at this point with the Empress, there's something within them that is sensing the need to reconnect to their own self, to reconnect to what they once thought was possible. I'm sensing there's so much healing coming to your person right now. And I'm aware of this, first of all, the beautiful angelic light surrounding our Empress. And then notice how this light is actually coming from her that's lighting up the heart. This is a shield. And so this person has needed to hold a shield up. And I can completely relate to that. I have no contact people in my life, and I actually feel safer out of contact with them as I walk towards my restoration and trust in love. But this is showing that your person is wanting to lay down that shield. I'm not sure when this will happen for you, Unice, but I do feel that there is some regeneration of love that will be coming your way because they are laying down their shield. They cannot hold the shield and nurture their inner child at the same time. There are so many teachings about inner child, and there's one by John Bradshaw. What's the name of that book? Oh, I can't remember. John Bradshaw. He wrote it a long time ago, and it has love in the title, I think. But he's really an expert at helping understand why certain people have to kind of turn away and take care of themselves before they can reach out to another human. And I'm also aware down here of this bare foot. For some reason, I'm looking at that bare foot, and I'm looking at it. It's like reaching to this rabbit. And I don't know why, but I'm just feeling like the message of rabbit. If you go to Google and look for the spiritual meaning of rabbit, I think it'll bring you an added dimension to this reading. So you guys, this has been so, so fun. I am in heaven. I'm going to draw one more card for all y'all that I didn't get to read for today. I'm so sorry that we couldn't squeeze everyone in, but I know y'all are with me and you support everyone who's feeling cut off. It's a little intimidating to watch how many people are cut off from loved ones, because the pain of that is so sincere. So this last card I'm reading today is for all of you, anyone who did not get a card pulled for them personally. And I'm going to pull one more card from the universe, from the guardian angels, for the rest of my beautiful people that are here before I say goodbye. So hold in your mind your person, all you guys, hold in your mind the person that you are just wondering, are they thinking about me? Do they miss me? And here's your card. Beautiful. What a fabulous finishing card. So your person is in the middle of their process. They are being guided by their guardian angel away from a concrete way of thinking, a way of believing that's simply not working anymore. The way that your person has been living has been attracting lots of fearful experiences. The way your person has been living has been very unsuitable for a partner. Does this look like something you would want to live in? I don't think so. It looks like a tower that's going down. So what I want you to realize is this beautiful angel has your person by the hand. Notice how tiny they look. Remember some of our past figures? They're just huge. They're fill a card. But this has more messages than that. Look at the butterfly, the sign of transformation, and the hourglass. So does your person think about you? Yes, but everything's transforming for them right now. And they're questioning themselves. They're questioning everything. They may have just had a huge loss, or they may be going through something that you know is very hard for them. And can they think about all of their problems today? No. They need to be very smart. They have to prioritize. There's some life-changing going on, and they need some liberation, don't they? They're locked into their old way of thinking. It's too bad they weren't on this reading today with all four aces showing up. A beautiful message of starting over. So what I'm seeing here for you, my dear collective, is that your person is stepping forward out of their old situation. They are on a spiritual journey, a vision quest. They need to find their own answers and their own personal knowledge of their spirit and their gifts before they're going to be any good to anyone. And so trust the process. An affirmation that can work for you, even though I don't like this reading from Catherine because I really want to talk to them today, the truth is I don't know what the angels are doing with my person. Isn't that true? Even though I know a change is coming and they might be returning to me, the truth is I don't know the divine plan for my person's life. Even though my heart aches to think I have to wait like a stone and do nothing, the truth is I can choose to trust that the angels are guiding my person. And then one final little word for you, my dear friends. Let the angels guide you. Let the angels guide you. If you are looking to your person like they are the divine, that somehow they have control over your well-being, that is simply not true. You have work to do for yourself. How can you transform your thoughts to point them in a different direction and allow the transformation that's here? Your person might indeed return to you, but you don't want them until after that they've gone through this process. Pray for them, release them, and befriend strangers, always my favorite tip, and get rid of clutter. All of these things will help you shift the energy around this. You guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been a fantastic day. I'm not even going to look at all y'all that are waiting because I really need to go, but you can count on me. I will be back tomorrow, and we will do more readings just like this in the future. All right? Thank you so much. Before I go, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If this no contact readings is something that you want to see more of, the best thing you can do is hit the thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that y'all are interested. And then, of course, following me. Thank you to my fantastic moderators today. And thank you to the beautiful angels for these messages. Go forth and prosper, my dear friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.